Hey guys, HTV here, and welcome back to another Pokemon Sun and Moon video. As Johto, Hoenn and Sinnoh had the Battle Tower, Unova had the Battle Subway, and Kalos had the Battle Maison, Alola has its own battle facility, but with a twist. This facility is the Battle Tree and is located just on the other end of Pony Gornley. Here you battle through numerous trainers trying to get to the Battle Legend at the end, who introduce you to themselves as you entered, Red and Blue. As always, there's the standard Battle Tree battles, but when you hit a streak of 20, you unlock the Super Battles, with tougher trainers and even appearances from Dexio, Cena, Wally, Grimsley, Colrus and Cynthia, who you will encounter every 10 battles. There are 3 different styles of battle here, single, double and multi-battles. The rules are the standard flat rules of Pokemon battling, locking out specific legends and preventing 2 of the same Pokemon and item. Like before, instead of going through rounds of 7 trainers, you will just continue to battle until you want to take a break or you lose. This allows for you to go at your own pace and you don't forfeit anything by taking a break. In addition to that, you will receive at least 1 battle point for every battle you win. Straight after the battle win, the value increases and you get further into the streak. You get more if you take out the Battle Legends. With that being said, today's video takes a look at who are the best Pokemon to use in order to achieve victory at the Battle Tree and get some nice juicy battle points. Of course, this is all my own opinion, and so if any of you guys have a Pokemon that you believe should have made the list, then please leave it in the comment section below after watching this video. I'm sure there are loads of amazing sets a lot of you have come across, but of course I can't cover everything in one video. With introductions out of the way though, let's get into the video and I really hope that you enjoy. Okay, so first up we have Alolan Ninetails. Now let me just say this isn't in any particular order at all, I'm just literally looking at the Pokemon that I believe do make a really good impact in the battle tree, and first is Alolan Ninetails. Now why Alolan Ninetails is a very good candidate for your team in the battle tree is because of his ability Snow Warning, and then obviously paired up with Aurora Veil. Now what Snow Warning does is it basically produces a hailstorm as soon as you enter the battle, just like Polito's Drizzle does, it makes it rain, and normal Ninetails' Drought makes it sunny. Alolan Ninetails' Snow Warning makes it hail. And Aurora Veil, what that does is basically it can only be used in the hail, but it acts as getting up a light screen and a reflect in the same turn, so it halves the damage from physical attacks and special attacks in the same turn. Which is obviously super handy in Battle Tree, meaning that you're taking half damage from every attack. As well as this, Alolan Ninetails also has a very nice speed stat of 109, so more than likely you are going to be getting up this Aurora Veil at the start of each battle, so which is why this Pokemon is a super cool lead. Also has a really nice special defense of 100 and physical defense for 75, and also has a special attack stat of 81. However, it is 4 times weak to Bullet Punch, so well, steel types in general, but Bullet Punch is obviously priority, and it's going to really just kill off Alolan Ninetails. So if you do come up against something like a Scizor or something, just get this Pokemon out there straight away. As well as that though, it does get some nice moves in Dark Pulse, Moonblast, Extra Sensory. It gets a couple of different typed moves, but obviously the main thing that Alolan Ninetales is supposed to do is just get up the Snow Warning, get up the Aurora Veil, and you're taking a lot less damage from each of the Pokemon that your opponent has. But that's the main reason why Alolan Ninetales makes this list. Okay, so next up we have Mimikyu. Pretty obvious why Mimikyu is on the list. It's all because of its ability to disguise. What that does is it literally just acts as a free substitute. So you're taking a hit for free. Basically, it does no damage to you. Why that is so useful is because you can set up a free Swords Dance, or something like that. You can just set up you basically get a free turn to set up. You can obviously run a Focus Sash on this thing as well to have like 2 turns of setting up, so you can set up like 2 Swords Dances. But that means that you are only on 1 HP. Priority move will destroy you. But Mimikyu already has some pretty nice decent stats in the defenses anyway. It has 80 physical defense, 105 special defense, so I mean it can take a hit. It is also only weak to Ghost and Steel, so maybe a Life Orb would be better on this Pokemon. Like you set up a Swords Dance, and then with that paired with the Life Orb, Shadow Sneak Stab is gonna hurt. You know what I mean? So like I said, +2 Shadow Sneak Stab, it's gonna hurt. So that's really cool in that respect. Mimikyu does also get things like Wood Hammer as well at level 1, so if you do get a Heart Scale, you can just give that Pokemon that, and 120 base power move is going to do some heavy damage. Also gets Play Rough, Will-O-Wisp if you want to use that, gets X-Scissor, gets Leech Life if you want to get some HP back. But all in all, Mimikyu is an incredibly good Pokemon. You have obviously seen it loads in the competitive scene. It is no different in the Battle Tree. Super helpful in that respect. It's very reliable. All of these Pokemon on this list are very, very reliable. And like I said, there are going to be loads of other sets as well, but these are just the Pokemon that I believe are super reliable and are definitely going to get you some big wins in the battle tree and get you some loads of battle points. But that is why Mimikyu is on the list. Next up we have Aegislash. Now Aegislash isn't in the normal Pokedex, but it is well, Honedge is available through the use of Island Scan, so it is a bit tedious on how to get that Pokemon, but once you get it, man, Aegislash is kind of naughty. It's able to switch between its Shield and Blade form. Obviously, like we know, it was banned in X and Y to Ubers just because it was so strong. In the Shield form, it obviously has 150 defense, 150 special defense, and its Blade form, it has 150 attack, 150 special attack, so it makes the mixed attacking Pokemon in that respect. Its typing of Steel and Ghost is incredible. It's resistant to Grass, Ice, immune to normal fighting, Poison. It resists Flying, Psychic, 4 times Bug, Rock, Dragon, Steel, and Fairy. So is weak to Fire, Ground, Ghost, and Dark. But you know, a lot more. It's a very nice ratio of, you know, weaknesses to strength. Also gets an incredible move pool. You know, it gets Shadow Sneak, it gets King Shield, Sacred Sword. King Shield is the main thing. Obviously, it gets a free Protect Up, which can minus the Pokemon's physical attack by 2 stages if they hit you. But it also gets like Destiny Bond as well. Gets Rock Slide, gets Iron Head. So a very, very good Pokemon in that respect, and we all know how strong this Pokemon is in the competitive scene, and so the fact that you can use it in the battle tree, also super, super helpful. Next up we have Porygon Z. Now the main reason Porygon Z is on my list is all because of Z conversion, and basically what that does is it serves as an ancient power boost and changes your type to whatever your first move is. So say you want to go with like Tri-Attack, which is a normal, or Shadow Ball, which is Ghost. So yeah, say you go with Shadow Ball Ghost, plus adaptability, which obviously increases the stab of a move. So you know, adaptability plus 1 Shadow Ball with stab, it's gonna hurt, you know what I mean? It's gonna hurt loads. And if you're forced to send out like Porygon against a dark or a normal type, adaptability, Tri-Attack, like I said a minute ago, is also an option. And plus you also get the residual help of like maybe getting a burn or a paralyze or a freeze or from that. So that's super helpful. The only thing that can really check this though is Tyranitar or Bisharp or something like that. But you know, they're not seen loads in Porygon Z, but you can always they're not seen loads in the battle tree, but you can obviously get something to counter that anyway. But most of the time Porygon Z's Z conversion is super helpful. It also gets us a straight normal special attack stat of 135 anyway, so with only 1 weakness to fighting, is immune to Ghost. You know, it gets some really nice moves like Discharge, can hit everything. It gets Zen Headbutt, gets Dark Pulse. Yes, you know, Shadow Ball, Ice Beam, Thunderbolt. You can use this Z conversion in many different ways, but you know, the best typings are pretty much like Ghost or something like that. But yeah, like I say, Porygon Z conversion is super broken and really helps you out in the battle tree to get you those big wins. Next up, we have the 4 Tapus, but I'm not really going to be going into those loads because there are 4 to cover, and I don't want to make this video super long. So each of the 4 are, you know, they're incredible. They all have overall high stats, really good move pools. Plus they all have their terrain-inducing abilities, which make them all great bleeds. Obviously, you've got your electric terrain thingy with Tapu Koko, with Discharge. It's gonna hurt everything, you know what I mean. Tapifini is probably the best as like a kind of like a glue for your team, operating as like a 3rd Pokemon to supplement a 2 Pokemon core, just because it, you know, it's really handy in that respect. And but yeah, like I say, I'm not going to be going over all of them, but you know, really cool just to have a lead with their abilities. But like I say, yeah, all 4 Tapus, all very good options as a lead for your battle tree team. Next we have Cortana, which is obviously one of the Ultra Beasts. I'm not going to be going into all of the Ultra Beasts. Like I said, same reason as the Tapus. There are loads. They're all incredible. And I don't want to make this video like half an hour long. But Cortana, you know, it's the best for me in battle tree, just because of its very high speed stat and very high attack stat. You know, it makes it an incredible lead. It has 181 physical attack, 109 speed, with a typing of Grass and Steel. You know, it's got a very poor special defense set of 31, and it is 4 times weak to fire, so it will die to like an Ember, but it does get Beast Boost. The typing is nice though. It resists normal, water, electric, grass, immune to poison, resists psychic, rock, dragon, steel, and fairy. So really cool in that respect. And like I say, it is only weak to 4 times weak to fire, and then 2 times weak to fighting. But very fast physically attacking Pokemon. Gets Leaf Blade, which is used throughout like the Cortanas. Leaf Blade just wrecks. It is stab. Stab 181 base physical attack is going to do so much damage. It also gets X-Scissor as well. Gets Psycho Core, and stuff like that. Gets Sacred Sword. Also gets Swords Dance. So if you can set one of those up, it is. That's it. You know, you're going to sweep everything. Yeah, you could scarf this thing or something like that. It's just going to do so much damage. But no, incredible good lead. You know, it's got 151 physical defense as well, so it can take a hit on the physical side of things. But no, I'm a big fan of Cortana. and definitely something that you should look into using. Like I say, all the Ultra Beasts are amazing, but Cortana, just for me, it's simple to use. You know, you just literally send it in, click Leaf Blade on, you know, if the Pokemon are, you know, you can deal with them. You know, you're having happy days, you know what I mean? So, yeah, that's why Cortana makes the list. The last Pokemon that I'm going to go over is Dragonite. Like I said at the start, there are loads and loads of sets that, you know, you guys will probably know about, but I can't cover them all in this video. But the last Pokemon for me will be Dragonite, simply just because of the multi-scale ability, and that is available through SOS chaining. It works really well with Aegislash, this Pokemon does, but on its own, it's just, you know, incredible. Multi-scale, super helpful, you know what I mean? It's bulky, it has a very nice physical attack stat of 134, gets a really nice move pool, you know, gets things like Extreme Speed, which is really good priority, gets Fire Punch, gets Ice Punch, Iron Head, Outrage, Superpower, Power Punch, Skydrow. It just gets a bunch of really strong moves in that respect, but the multi-scale really helps it out. You mean, you can set up a Dragon Dance or something like that. You can just, you want Pokemon that can hit hard, that can set up quick, you know what I mean, that can really just, you want each Pokemon to have a specific job in your team in the battle tree. That's how you're going to win, that's how you're going to get all the big streaks, and that's how you're going to get up all the that's how you're going to get all the big battle points. But no, all these Pokemon on this list are just super useful, and you know, they're all very reliable, and they are all, you know, they all succeed in what they do. But yeah, Dragonite definitely as a good last option with the multi-scale ability. But that does wrap up this video though. If you did enjoy, please smash that like button below. I really do appreciate it. And like I said at the start of the video, if you know any other amazing sets or something like that I haven't covered, please leave it in the comment section below. Like I say, a lot of you will know amazing sets. You can help each other out in the comment section. You can use them out. You can tell people about like some sets that really worked well for you. You know, just to help everyone out really at the end of the day. But yeah, so be sure to comment them in the down below. I do also have a couple of top 5s coming onto your screen in a second, so be sure to check them out if you do have the time, and also subscribe if you do like my content. That is everything from me though, so thanks again for watching guys. Have an amazing day, and I'll see you in the next video.